Step 1. Battery. Remove the rear case by using moderate force, to pry the divot on the left of the rear-facing camera with a plastic opening tool or your fingernail. Continue to lift the case, working your way around the perimeter until the entire rear cover is removed. Step 2. Lift the battery upward with your finger or plastic opening tool, by pushing on the notch located on the bottom of the battery. Remove the battery from the phone. Step 3. Micro SD card. Gently slide out the SD card using your fingernail or a plastic opening tool. For reassembly, gently slide in the micro SD card until it stops. Step 4. Screen. Removing the screen will cause your device to be less waterproof. There are many ways to remove the adhesive from the screen. You could use a heat gun, blow dryer, or the eye opener. We used an eye opener. We recommend that you clean your microwave before proceeding, as any nasty gunk on the bottom may end up stuck to the eye opener. Place the eye opener in the center of the microwave. For carousel microwaves, make sure the plate spins freely. If your eye opener gets stuck, it may overheat and burn. If you have not used your eye opener for some time, or this is the first time you are using the eye opener, microwave it wrapped in a damp paper towel. This will prevent it from burning if it is overheated. Step 5. Heat the eye opener for 1 minute on the highest power setting. Be careful not to overheat the eye opener during the repair procedure. Wait at least 2 minutes before reheating the eye opener. Step 6. The bag will be very hot, so be careful when handling it. Use an oven mitt if necessary. Remove the eye opener from the microwave, holding it by the printed tag. Step 7. Throughout this procedure you may need to reheat the eye opener. To prevent overheating the eye opener, always wait at least 2 minutes before microwaving again. Do not microwave the eye opener for more than 1 minute at a time. Lay the eye opener flat on the bottom of the device, directly over the home button. Smooth the eye opener along the surface to ensure good contact with the device. Leave the bag on the device for around 90 seconds. Repeat the process laying the bag on the left and right edge of the screen. Step 8. Use a light amount of force when removing the screen. A black ribbon cable attaching the display to the motherboard and a black cable attaching the home button to the motherboard will be damaged if you force the screen off. Starting at the top of the device, work the plastic opening tool under the screen. The top of the device has the Samsung logo and headphone port. Start separating the screen from the glue. Work your way around the screen until the glue is no longer holding the screen in place. The screen will not come off completely yet, there are still cables attaching it to the phone. Step 9. Start lifting the screen from the top. You will see a black ribbon cable attaching the display to the motherboard. Use the plastic opening tool to lightly detach the connector. Step 10. Continue to lift the display. You will notice a black cable connecting the home button to the motherboard. Use the plastic opening tool to pry the home button off. Moderate force is required. When reassembling the phone you may need to apply glue to the button, to keep it in place. When putting the new screen in place you will need to put double-sided tape attaching it to the mud frame, to stop it from wobbling when in use. Step 11. Mid-frame. Unscrew the 10 4mm screws from the mid-frame with a Phillips number head screwdriver. You may want to use tweezers or a magnetic screwdriver to remove them. Step 12. Flip the device over and remove the 3 5mm screws with a Phillips number head screwdriver. Step 13. Flip the phone back over. First, unlatch the charging port flap at the bottom of the device with your finger. Press firmly on corners of the mud frame while holding onto the plastic bezel, the outer plastic ring. Hold the device in one hand. Then apply pressure with your fingers to the back of the frame at the top of where the battery was. Then remove the mud frame by pulling it outwards and towards the top of the phone. When putting the phone back together, insert the bottom first by inserting the charging port into the notch shaped for it. You must do this first or the mud frame will not fit in the plastic bezel. Step 14. Motherboard. Remove the single silver 4mm screw from below the rear camera with a Phillips number screwdriver. Step 15. Remove the single black 4mm screw from above the charging port with a Phillips number head screwdriver. Step 16. Flip the device over. Use the plastic opening tool to remove the black plastic covers at the bottom of the phone. When putting the phone back together, remember that these plastic covers have light adhesive on the back that may need to be reapplied. Step 17. Be careful not to apply too much pressure when removing the cable. If too much pressure is applied, the cable or the connection to the motherboard can be destroyed. Use the plastic opening tool to remove the ribbon cable connecting the home button to the motherboard. Step 18. Gently lift the motherboard off of the second frame with the plastic opening tool. Step 19. Charging port. Gently use the plastic opening tool to remove the blue cable connecting the home button to the motherboard. Step 20. Flip the motherboard over. Gently use the plastic opening tool to remove the black ribbon cable connecting the charging port to the motherboard. To reassemble your device, follow these instructions in reverse order. For more information, check out the www.page3high.tv.